Okay, so this is going to be the video where I show the demo of what the bot can do so far. So I've tried to get everything on the screen so you can see it all. I did want to be running it on 4 accounts ideally, so that's how I've done it. I did debate just running it on 3 and having like the command prompt in the top right, but basically what I've done is I've shot the command prompt over the like the empty slots on the free to play window, so it shouldn't get in the way of anything. I doubt you'll miss anything. It basically means that you can see what the bot's outputting as we go along. So yeah, let's go and I'll talk about what it's doing as it's doing it. So first of all, it checks for a save file. It realizes we don't have one, so it's starting to ask us the question of which client we're using, because each client seems to have its own like unique images for certain stuff. So if you're on NXT, type in NXT and it works. Now it clicks the examine button to stop each one logging out. Tells you how much money each window is working with, tells you how many slots it's detected, and it also tells you how many windows it's detected. So it's got 4 windows, 3 with 3 slots and 1 with 8. They all have like 23 mil except for the members one, which has 32 mil. Now it tells you it's picked a steel bar from the list of items with scores. This was picked randomly from the items with scores using the seed, and like basically normalizing the list of items and then basically using it to find it that way. I did a very similar thing in my evolution simulation thing, so feel free to go look that up if you want to see how this sort of random detection works. So it's working out the prices for steel bar and it's printing them, as you can see. So it instantly bought for 532 and it instantly sold for 517. Now it's going to undercut and overcut on them prices, so it's going to buy all these for 518, I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. And it'll probably buy the maximum amount, so 9,998. It leaves that one buffer just because if it decides to abort, like if it needs to reprice check later after it's aborted or whatever, then it's handy to have the extra one buffer so it doesn't mess up. Now it's picked runite ore. I was doing this last night and runite ore was making me a ton of money. I didn't have enough money to buy a lot of it. I was only buying like 1.5k of it at a time, and every 10 minutes or so it was making me like 200k just from rune ore. So I think rune ore's probably got my highest score at the minute, like in the list of items with scores. So you can see like it was picked because it's got the highest score, but it wasn't picked first because, like I said, it's random with the seed. Margin doesn't look as big tonight. Well, today there's only like a 31 GP margin, so probably drop down the placings after it gets ranked here. You can see it's given us output as well of like the total profit it's made, the profit per hour. It's telling us that it's updated the image for rune ore. So what happened there was when it placed the order, it's then took a screenshot of what the order looks like, and in 20 minutes, well actually I think it's every 1 minute it checks, but it only checks like if it's not busy buying and selling other stuff. So basically when it's sat doing nothing, if it's been sat there for a minute, it's going to recheck all these screenshots and see which ones have been updated, which ones haven't. So you can see rune ores straight away being updated, so that's not in danger of being aborted, because when it checks the screenshot against the current image, they're going to be different, so it'll know it's been updated. So yeah, rune ore will be fine, but basically if we find something that's not going to be updated in 20 minutes, then it will end up aborting it and handling it. And the aborting code took me ages to do. There were so many bugs with it. So you see rune ore's finished now, so it's going to finish with the rune bar, and then it'll probably go back to the rune ore and handle it. Start selling that ore. I really need to be running this on account of more money, but so you see it prioritised not logging them bottom accounts out first before I handled the rune order. So the bottom accounts have now been handled, and they're not going to log out, and now it's handling the rune order, so like the prioritization is pretty good. And then back to what it was doing, so place some more orders. You see as well it says that the image of the rune ore was updated, because obviously when it's a cell it gets a new image, because it needs to know whether or not the cell's been stuck to abort the cell. Also, my other bot, the like the very first implementation of the one that only ran like one window, that one actually did end up getting banned because I think of the mouse like teleporting around and stuff, and I was clicking the same points. This one so far, I had it running for ages yesterday. I've had it running like many hours on each of the days, just trying to like debug and improve it. And it's not been banned yet. I've been running out of 4 accounts. Some of these accounts that I'm running on have already been banned before from the previous one, so that you'd think they'd be on like high notice, and yeah, they haven't been noticed yet. So it collected the money from the rune order, and you see it's now got a total profit. So it made 23.8k from the rune order it's just sold. It tells you that runite ore is about to have its score updated. Its current score is 2511, and now it tells you it has had its score updated, and its new score is now 2282. So its score must have been pretty low that time, because like I said, there was only like a 30 GP margin there or something, and obviously it only bought like 800. So yeah, the score's dropped by like 300. Tells you the total profit across the windows, tells you how long it's been running, and it tells you it's a profit of 253k an hour, I think. Just the twos on the top line. So yeah, so far 253k an hour, not great, but this does go up because obviously at the beginning all it's doing is placing items, so it's wasting loads of time. I had it up yesterday when the rune ore offer was like when I was making like all the money in the rune ore that I was mentioning earlier. I had it up where I was making like I think it was like 1.5 mil an hour. And this will only go up as I find more and more items that make me good money. For example, like I need to stop. Well, really, I need more money so that I can merge like all the rune ore, so I could buy like the limit, so 10k rune ore per account each time. Um, First of all, I need that. Second of all, I need more items that I can merge. So like I think Frost Dragon Bones are pretty good to merge. So I need to be doing them and getting them a good score. But last night when I started doing Frost Dragon Bones, I could only afford like 40 or something by the time I got to them. So the score was getting updated and like improved, but not very good. Then like you probably see them get picked here when we get the members account. Um, but yeah, basically I just need to be scoring all the items that don't currently have scores, and just seeing which ones are good and which ones are bad and which ones I should be using, which ones I shouldn't. You see there that on my sale history, there's loads of the rune ore that I was doing last night. So like 150k on that, 1.6k. There's the Frost Dragon Bones that I just talked about on that one. So coal actually, I didn't notice this. Coal had like a 6 GB margin there, so if that buys and sells for that price, that'll be pretty good. 6 GP when you're making like when you're buying like 25k, it's pretty big since it's like 150k right there. Coal also usually doesn't take too long to buy and sell because obviously everyone's wanting coal. So there's like a 5 GP margin on the Chaos runes. You can see it keeps printing out like my profit, and obviously my profit per hour keeps going down. I'm at like 154k now. This because obviously I've only had the I think the only offer to finish was the rune ore, so need more offers to like fully finish, and then obviously this number will go up. I always put the members window at the end as well, because I like to use like all the free to play items in the free to play windows and then use the members window if I have to. Like, it just helps so that, like, say you didn't have enough good free to play items, they wouldn't all be just taken up by the members window, and then your free to play windows would have to use the crap free to play items. The way it works now in this configuration is basically all the good free to play items are probably going to get picked by the free to play windows, and then the rest of the good items will get picked by the members window. So there could be more free to play items, there could be members items, and basically the longer you leave this running, the more like shuffled up everything's going to get, because when something's like obviously on cooldown in one window, it can't be bought in that window anymore. So as our rune bars finally sold, you'll see the profit's going to go up now once we grab this. So we're at 123k an hour, and now it'll grab these rune bars. Oh no, what's it done? So for some reason it couldn't find one of these sale history buttons. I'm not sure why that was. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to restart the bot from its save. It'll pick up from its save, and hopefully it finds it this time. So it seems fine now. Now the problem with that is it's now not going to score the rune bar. You'll see it's took the profit from it, and now the profit per hour has gone up to 234k. But you see it didn't say it was updating the score of rune bar, because we loaded from a save, so it marked the score as invalid. Obviously in that particular situation you would have preferred it to score it, but the reason it does that is so that like I can pause the bot, like shut the bot down, go away for like an hour, come back, run it again, and then it won't mess up any scores just because I've been gone for an hour. So it did actually do what it was meant to do there. It's just in that particular situation what it was meant to do wasn't the best, but missing out on a score is not the worst. I'd rather miss out on the occasional score than be scoring things based on like really old data. And Rune Bar is going to be the only one that got messed up because coal just sold while I was back, like while it was still running, so it'll know that coal can be scored. And you see the profit has now gone up to 660k an hour, because obviously it just made 150k on that coal there. So coal's score is about to be updated. It was 446 and it got updated. Now it's 772, so it got updated by like 300, like got increased by like 300. It made like 123k from that trade, I think. So what you probably see now is with that really high score for coal, You'll probably see coal get picked really soon on one of the other windows. Also, you'll notice it keeps like selling things instantly at the price it previously got, but if something's been like too long, if it took too long to buy and therefore the sell price might be out of date, then it checks to the sell price again by like buying another item for a high price. So you see calls picked immediately on the members screen, with it having like the score of 772. So what we need really is like the rune or and the rune bar buying on the same window. We need them to be on different windows because obviously they're taking up a lot of money, and therefore that window's out of money, and the other two windows on the left look have like 15 mil and 10 mil, so could do with them buying some expensive stuff, and the top right one only buying one expensive thing. But yeah, unfortunately that's just the way it worked this time. Obviously the more money you have, the less of an issue this is. And when we hit the limit for like rune or rune bar in the top right, then obviously it'll stop buying it there anyway, so we need it to get to the end where all the slots are filled, and you'll see that it will keep track of like offers that haven't been updated in a while. Just going to take a while to get there to fill all the slots. I think them Earth runes have been there since like the beginning, so they'll definitely be one of them that are up for getting cancelled when the script starts checking for offers it can cancel. Here we go, it's Frost Dragon Bones. I have a feeling these are gonna have like a good score. I think these are generally pretty good to merge. But not sure, I guess we'll see. Nope, 1 GP margin was that? I probably should add some sort of thing in where like if there's a margin of only 1 GP on like something like as expensive as that, then it just doesn't bother merging it, because obviously this is going to be a pointless trade. It's going to take up a lot of money. Then again, if it does only make that amount of money, I guess the score goes down, therefore it's less likely to get picked next time, so maybe I should just leave it, score it, I don't know, we'll see. See how it works out. I should probably be printing out the normalized like item list so you can see what the probabilities of each item being picked are, but unfortunately I didn't think of doing that before I ran this. And like by now it would be pretty pointless. I'm pretty sure there's only like a couple more items in the list, so Okay, so finally we're on the last item. Okay, so now it's done all the items. You're gonna see once it's finished, stopping this from logging out. So it'll probably take like, I think it takes 60 seconds for it to start kicking in. But it'll give us a huge printout in the console of like how long it's been since each of the items had its image updated, and it'll update them if they need updating. So like for example, any that have got a yellow bar that's going along will get updated because they're changed from like when the order was placed. Because remember the last time they all had the image taken was when the order was placed, which is obviously when there was no yellow bar going along. So I'm expecting Earthrune to have a really high like time of when it was placed. I think it was like probably about 20 minutes ago now that Earthrune was placed, like as a sell order. So Earthrune's probably due a cancel. So you see here it's printing out all these different items, it's updating some of their images. I'm not sure if all their images are going to be updated. Like maple logs for example, I didn't actually expect to get updated there, but it did. I had a bug yesterday where this was actually updating all the items when it first checks, and only then counting the 20 minutes from then. So that might be what it's doing now. So it might be another 20 minutes before Earthrune is realised as being stuck and therefore cancelled, but not to worry, I'm just going to leave this like another 5 minutes or so and then close it all down and end the video. I think been long enough as it is. So you see there that they weren't all updated, so like the Chaos Rune's updated, the Coal was updated, the Infernal Ashes, the Fire Rune, the Grenwell Spikes were all updated, but the rest hadn't moved, so it didn't update them. And now you see like the times are all the same because they all just got updated, but now the next time it prints out the times, any that have just been updated will obviously be like 60 seconds ago, and then any that were updated like previously, so like the Frost Dragon ones for example, they'll be like a minute and 20 seconds ago. So now it's keeping track of like which ones does it need to start cancelling. I would actually quite like to show what it does when it cancels an offer, since that's like really the only update, or the only big update anyway, like obviously choosing the items is going to help with profit massively, but cancelling the offers really helps with freeing up slots and obviously keeping everything moving. So I would like to be showing that. What I might do is I might just leave it running, leave the recording going, and if anyone's interested, obviously you're still here now, so I can imagine you're going to be sticking around another 15 minutes if that's the case, or you can just skip through the video. If the video ends up being another like 15 minutes long, then feel free to skip through it, because that's probably where I start cancelling offers. Now, one problem is when it takes its next screenshot, it's going to realise that Maple Logs has that view offer over and therefore has been updated. It's going to think. I'm not too sure how I can fix that problem, since every now and then something random is going to happen and then like change one of the images and make it update, but long term it will really, it doesn't matter anyway because Maple Log's actually been updated just then, but basically long term, even if that was the case where it wasn't getting updated, it would eventually be caught, and my aim is to just eventually catch the stuff, not to like do it instantly. So as long as things are moving, I don't mind if they're moving slow or fast. So you see Earth Rune, Rune Bar, Water Rune, Rune Ore, Feathers, Mahogany Logs, they're all coming up to like 5 minutes now without an update. So it takes 20, remember, to be cancelled, so they're not up for being cancelled yet, but I would expect some of them are going to make it there. You see some of them, like, they've all got staggered times now because some of them have been updated like recently, some of them like not so recently. Keeps track of it all, it's pretty good. So I think the only thing that needs improving about the system is I need it to not be updating the screenshots like on the initial run through. It would be nice to like I've already cancelled Earth Rune by now, rather than having to wait another 20 minutes. But it's not the end of the world, I guess. Because that will only happen when you like initialize the script, because obviously if you load from a save, you're gonna get to the point where all the boxes are filled like a lot faster, so when you load the script like after a save, it's not really gonna matter that this bug's in it, but it kinda matters for the initialization. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to cancel the video right now, and I'm going to pick it up again in... Oh, how am I? See, if I do that, then it might end up hitting the bug again. Fuck it, it's only 10 more minutes. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I'll cancel the script, and I'm going to change this number to... where's that? Up here. I'm going to change this number right here to 600. Therefore, it should cancel them. So what that means is it just needs to wait 10 minutes without an update. So in 1 minute, when it's checking for that sort of stuff, it should realise Earth Rune, Water Rune haven't been updated in quite a while. Let's get them cancelled. Here we go, so it's cancelling Earth Runes. It's collected them, now it's going to sell them. Now for some reason it is trying to sell them at the exact same price. Maybe that needs a bit of an update, we'll see. It's cancelled rune bars, so I'm going to try and sell them now. Now, cancelling the buy offer for rune bar, I think that one's going to work. It doesn't need a new sell price, because obviously the sell price might still be up to date. Cancelled the buy offer for the rune auto. Just going to sort that out now. So the problem is with the Earth Rune, for example, I have a bit of I have a line in the code where it's only going to recheck the price if it can actually recheck the price, because it needs, like, obviously it needs to have not hit the limit. But with Earth Rune, as you can see, it's hit the limit. It's bought like all but 2, and then it's bought the extra 1 to get that price check. And it doesn't know there's actually an extra 1. There's a reason it doesn't know it's got an extra 1, so that I can manually check the price if I have to. So it doesn't realise that it's not hit the limit, because for all it knows it has. Okay, I've just hit a problem here. Okay, I know what that problem is. So we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna leave this now. I'm gonna help fix these bugs. But yeah, basically the problem with this is it can't actually recheck the price, because it doesn't know that it's got another available one to buy. Which makes sense, and I can't really just update it and say, oh yeah, well actually you can buy 25k, because then what it'll do is when it tries to buy all the items originally, it'll just buy 24,999. What I might do is when I place the buy order, I might just drop the number down by, like, yeah, I will. I'm going to do that right now. So if I drop this buy number down, where is it at? It's going to be in the place buy order somewhere. So buy item, we look for the minimum of this and this. Now what I'm going to look for is the number available to buy, minus, and I'm going to say -2. I'm going to add like a 2 buffer in there, so now it'll stop buying the absolute most and it'll buy all but 2 of the most. So now it's going to have a room of 2 to like mess about with cancelling offers and stuff like that. What was this other problem? So actually I'll do this off camera. So yeah, that was it for this sort of demo of what it can do. These all need selling. I can't remember what the sell price was. I'll sort this out in a minute. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're interested in this bot, let me know in the comments below. I might have a look and see if I can package it up as like an EXE or something, if people are actually interested in running it. The best thing about it obviously is that you don't need stats on your account. So all these accounts you see me running it on are actually like level 3 accounts with like 1 stat and everything. I just transferred like 20 mil to some of the, well, like 10 mil. No, 20 mil to the free to play ones. I transferred like 40 to the members one, because it was free to play, and then I bought a bond on it and obviously got the money up. So yeah, you could do the same on yours, and obviously if it gets banned, then all you're losing is the money. And they only ban you for a day, so you're not even going to lose the money for that long. You'll lose it for 1 day, and then you get it back, and then you can just take the money off the account. So yeah, if you are interested in a bot, let me know in the comments below, because if enough people are interested, I will have a look into packaging it up as an EXE and having it run on other people's machines. Not sure how doable it's going to be because I use Tessa, but we'll see. It might be worth looking into. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.